Hello friends, Dr. Nels here coming to you this week with information on being aggressively helpful. Hello friends, Dr. Nels here coming to you this week with more information on life, leadership, and business, building your values and principles so that you can be the very best version of you. And this week we want to talk to you about being aggressively helpful. And while that seems like a very basic subject, a very basic action, a very basic behavior, ask yourself today, how aggressively helpful were you yesterday to people? Ask yourself, replay the video of yesterday in your brain. Was I as helpful as I could have been? Now remember, for me, as I tell you in the talks I give and all of these vlogs we record, trust me, I have room to work, room to improve. I have more work to do, And these are all just friendly reminders to myself. But it was last year about this time, my partner, Dr. Ty and I and our wives were at EntreLeadership Summit last spring, and we listened to a gal named Vanessa Van Edwards. And what her talk really was on, part of it was on building trust. And she was talking about it, building trust, and at one point, one of her key points was simply being aggressively helpful. And I don't know why, but that really stuck in my brain. And it probably did because a lot of times if something sticks in my brain, it's something I need to work on. And I think there are numerous times when I need to be more aggressively helpful. And then fast forward to almost a year later, I've been using this phrase in a number of scenarios, and one of my good friends, Dr. Corbin Stevens, we co-consult some yards together and do some leadership work at one of his yards. And we've been beating that drum to a certain degree at this yard. We may continue to beat it if you're watching, because I know some of you leaders may be watching. But being aggressively helpful, if we can get entire teams of people, if we can get a team of 5 people, if we can get a team of 50 people, if we can get a team of 100 people, all being aggressively helpful, can you imagine the world you would begin to live in there? Can you imagine if you coached a team to be aggressively helpful? For example, my son Nash is the manager for the basketball team, and I probably shouldn't talk about it, but I'm going to. There are certain players he knows on that team, they're terrible helpers. And then there are other players that are aggressively helpful. And in building trust with Nash, he knows who he can trust. It's not the person not helping him pick up the towels and the water bottles because he's the lowly manager. It's the people being aggressively helpful, helping him pick up the towels and the water bottles at halftime or after the game, even if they're the stud, and helping him, and he trusts them. We all have the opportunity to build more trust with our people. I have the opportunity to build more trust with people here, any place I'm at. So I would ask you today, if you're watching this in the morning, like some of you do, where can you be more aggressively helpful today to build more trust with those around you? If you're a leader, I would challenge you, pick up the mantra, the battle cry, let's be aggressively helpful. If we can get 50 people to be aggressively helpful, you know what we can radically change and do in this organization. If we can get 50 people in this church to be wildly aggressively helpful to each other, to our church, if we can get 50 people, if we can get our entire family to be aggressively helpful with each other, Saturday mornings when we're trying to clean the house or do something in the house would be much better. But as leaders, as the people talking, you have to talk about this. So let's challenge those around us. Let's talk about it. How can we be aggressively helpful to each other? And not just today, but for the next 365 days. And then let's look up, look back, and then let's measure our progress. I challenge you with that today. Think about that, put it to use, take some action. We hope you like this info. Click subscribe here, and thanks for your time, friends. We'll see you next week. Thank you.